and then took a photograph of the end of the gearbox.
Ah, you just know that. Gemini VW Motorsport 6-speed.
How long's that been there?
What's happening, everyone? Welcome back to another video. This time me and Spencer are on a road trip. We're heading down south from where we live in Newcastle. We're on the M1 at the minute. Heading down to a county. It's in France, isn't it?
I think it is. May as well be in France.
We're heading down to Berkshire.
You got your passport, but out of the EU, mind.
Oh crap. Mate, did you know you can hear the wind noise coming through your doors?
Oh, yeah, this side now.
Is that just character?
That's Graham.
That's Graham. Hi, Graham.
You're gonna fix this, aren't you, Graham? Do you know when you answer your phone?
We're on the hunt for one of the rarest and best gearboxes out there. Now, I've always struggled with the thought of, you know, putting big power through the loop, mainly because of the strength of the gearbox. It's got an O2J with a Pelican limited slip diff, and for all, I've never knocked the box. There's people out there that have killed O2As and O2Js, and it's always just been in the back of my mind that I think I need to get a decent box, and I've eventually stumbled across a really cool gearbox. It's a genuine VW Motorsport Gemini 6-speed, big speed gearbox. And the best bit about this box is that we're actually heading down to meet a guy called Steve, who I think he found it in a scrapyard or something like that.
I just got a win, you know, one of them rare wins.
Yeah, I think I mean, we'll confirm later, because we're going to go and meet Steve and have a bit nosy around his garage as well, because he's got some interesting projects. But I'm pretty sure the story goes something like he found it in a scrapyard, and then he got Martin, aka Hotgolf, at GasnGears to rebuild it. So this box is fresh, rebuilt. It's got a brand new Quaiffe LSD in it. I mean, it's just like the best box, the best one you could hope to get. And I've wanted one for years. My friend Nelly, he had one in his car, and I spoke to him yesterday, and he still proclaims that it's the best mod he ever made. And he still wants it. He wants to buy it back as well. It's that good. So I'm just buzzing. It's going to be brilliant. I really can't wait. So me and Spencer on the road. We're just sacked work clean off today. You got one of them, have you? That works. Aye.
I don't know. Have a look. Maybe.
Where is it then?
In the glove box, but make sure you put it all back how it is, otherwise it doesn't close.
Oh, look at that!
That's the tissue.
This is a little secret, isn't it? Hi, Monica. Oh, one of them?
Oh yeah, I've got them to go on the pedals.
Chinese TT pedals?
Yeah.
Still haven't fitted them, have you?
No. They are fitted to the glove box.
Random bolts?
Yep.
Just in case you break down. Cleaning wipes? Never use them. Oh, my code reader?
Yeah, that's where that lives now.
Load of snotty rags. Cassette adapter.
How long's that been there?
What the hell?
Had there MP3.
There's not much MP3 about that.
No.
That's like MP1, that's fucking, what the hell? What have you even got that for?
I can remember buying that, and that was a long time ago.
That's a forged diverter valve spring.
Yeah. There's the other ones to that. Do you know the one that they sell you that you're not allowed to use?
A torch that doesn't work.
Yep. That's in case it breaks out.
There's no point in putting that on, is there?
No.
You need to read the codes every day. More cleaning wipes. Oh my good God. Oh, a tax disc that didn't even make it to the... You've still got your tax disc holder?
Yeah.
A gear knob.
Oh, that's the genuine one that needs to go on.
Oh.
That's where it is.
More springs. A set of ground down injectors.
Because I tried to make them fit ATU inlet manifolds and that. Temperature sender.
A temperature sender. A Sharpie. Some inlet manifold bolts.
Ah, that's where they are. I wanted them.
An old air freshener. Another old air freshener.
I hope you're going to put this back properly, mate.
That's basically like Channel 4 in a car. it, isn't
How
it?
clean is your glove box?
What went wrong in life for you to stuff like that?
Didn't find one then, no?
Find what? I forgot what I'm looking for. What was I looking for?
Charge, USB thing.
Oh, a USB thing. Mine never works. Shite. What the hell is that?
It's a Honda something.
It's a Honda. Chuck a K20 in that bad boy. It's an S800. Fucking hell. I've never seen one of them before. I bet you I'll never see another either. It's cool as hell though. Oh, alright, Spenny kid, alright.
Got a tinge wick. I've got a tinge in me wick.
You would have got the doctors for that. Well, that was a long journey, wasn't it?
Ridiculous.
Spencer,
Absolutely
he was starting to struggle at the end, bless him. But we're down here now in Berkshire. We're down at Steve's house where we're getting the gearbox from. So we're going to meet him now. And the best bit is he's got a lush Mark II project he's going to talk with through. So let's have a talk with Steve now. Just a small project there.
Well, yeah, originally it started out, I was going to turn it into a 16 valve turbo Golf because we found a really good shell. A couple of small marks on it, as you can see.
Yeah.
But where the Mark IIs normally go, up in the corners, she's pretty solid. We need to replace the fuel tank neck. Nothing drastic there.
No, it's not bad, is it?
But as you normally know, a Mark II would rot out. All this would be missing. You'd have to recreate all this.
No, but that's all solid, that, isn't it?
One of the biggest points that led me towards it was the fact it's got original jacking points both sides.
Yeah. Normally them are just depressed in, aren't they? Absolutely trashed. They were on my Mark IIs.
Yeah.
As you know, I told you before, I'm a Mark II guy, like, so.
Yeah. So I built a rotisserie spit for it so that we could clean the underneath. And then, so yeah, that took me a couple of weeks to build this. This is quite fun. We can turn the car over if we need to.
Oh, that's really cool. How did you make the rotating bits?
So the rotating sections are actually Mark II Golf rear disc hubs, both ends.
Off this one as well.
No, it's an old car that I had laying around. I've got a fair few spares floating around in my sheds. So we made that, bought some steel, a little bit of ingenuity in a welder.
Class.
That's good.
I love that. I just, that's proper man in shed. Need to come up with solution.
Well, this is revision 2. Revision 1 had holes in it, and it kind of broke off. So yeah, so the shell is really solid for a Mark II. You know, they normally go to the bottoms of the A-pillars. This isn't that case. This is a really tidy shell. So we were going to ABF turbo it, front wheel drive. And then I was offered the possibility of a track car, Mark II track car, which I really was going to use this for anyway. So then my son prompted me with the idea that he'd like to build a 4-wheel drive Mark II. So he's going to take this project on, and he's going to turn it into a synchro, a 4-wheel drive 3-door.
And they're rare as hell as well, aren't they?
They are rare, but you know, obviously it's going to be a Frankenstein vehicle. But he's already got all the synchro stuff. He's coming down this coming weekend with the synchro equipment.
Oh, brilliant, man.
To start marking out where he's going to cut it. So this will be a 3-door, 4-wheel drive Mark II Golf. Engine, we were going to go ABF 2-litre 16 valve turbo, but he might go an easy route of 20 valve turbo because they're easy to get hold of.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically all we play with. A lot of it's down to ease, you know. I mean, the valve alone is far better. Yeah. But the 20 valves are so cheap and easy to work with. It is cheap, yeah. So I mean, I've done probably 5 now, 20 valve Mark IIs. Yeah. So we were going to go with something different, but because of the amount of work he's doing, we might just put a 20 valve in it because it's easy. Definitely, yeah. You know, I've got parts and stuff down there and like down pipes and bits ready so that we can. You know, we've got most of the stuff floating around that we can do. We've got a guy up the road that has got
a workshop with about 20 valves in it, ready to go in.
Yeah.
Andy.
So, sounds like us.
Yeah. So you know, but yeah, we're looking forward to it. It's going to be a project.
Class. Really good.
Yeah, should be good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the reason why you come here to get my gearbox, because I don't need it anymore. So it was going to go in this.
Mint. But this is going to be 4-wheel drive, and we get the gearbox, so win-win.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
So now on the subject of gearboxes. So this is the box here. It's a Gemini VW Motorsport 6-speed, 3 to 6 big speed kit. Is that what it's called, isn't it, Steve?
I'm not quite sure what you call it, but
there's a bit of a story behind this, though, isn't there?
So yeah, there are variations on the gearbox first. Number one is their most cost-effective kit would be the 5th to 6th gear, where you remove the 5th gear, put the 2 new gears on with the case, and that was it. So back in the day, they also offered a 3 to 6 speed. So that has actually got first and second out of the original code of CBA in it.
So it's a G60 box.
The G60 gearbox with the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th from Gemini into it.
Yeah.
So I was at work one day, and my son, the guy that's taking over this and putting in the 4-wheel drive project, texted me a photograph of a Corrado G60 sitting in a breakers yard. And he said, Dad, look at this. I'm down here to better get some parts for my Mini.
Yeah.
So I said, while you're down there, can you take off the G60 engine brackets, because they'd be great for a Mark II turbo. No problem at all. So he started taking the parts off for me, and then took a photograph of the end of the gearbox.
Ah, you just know that.
Dad,
Did you get?
what's this? At the time, I didn't know.
Yeah,
I wasn't really sure. So of course I sent it to GasnGears, asking basically what it was, and Martin from GasnGears said straight away, buy it.
Yeah.
It's a Gemini Motorsport gearbox, they're rare, buy it. So my son didn't have the right tools to get it. He went back home, come back with the hope that he wasn't going to get taken out. Took the gearbox out for me, took some other bits as well. Brought it over to me, and then of course I've had it fully reconditioned, new Quaiffe diff in it.
Yeah.
All gone through by GasnGears. And yeah, so the only reason that I don't want to keep it anymore is because I'm getting a track day car that's fully built. It was going to go in this project, but we don't need it anymore. And I'd much rather somebody have it that appreciates it.
Definitely, you're going 4-wheel drive, and this is like, it's the unicorn box that I wanted years ago when I first put the 18T in my Mark II Golf. But like you say, they're so rare, aren't they? And they have such a good value. So I just really struggled to get one. And my friend Neil, which we mentioned before, he had one on a VR6 Bellhausen on his VR, and he said it's the best thing that you can have. It's the best mod. Like long before supercharger, turbo, everything. If you've got a decent gear set and it's strong, it just, you know, because he was telling us that because it's basically it's the same as the 5-speed, but it's spread over 6 gears. Yeah. So you're in your power band a lot more.
Yes.
So you can push on a lot more, and yeah, you're going to be changing gear a bit, but you can actually use the gears really well, and that's just like exactly what we need in the Lupo. Exactly.
It's just it's mint that it was just rescued though from a scrapyard. Could have ended up in China as some coke cans.
Yeah.
I mean, who would have known? You know, it's crazy.
I know. I wish I'd have taken the engine and the gearbox out of it.
Oh, brilliant! But you know what? Someone has messed up here, haven't they? Somewhere.
Yeah.
Someone has really.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean,
for you to get such a good find is brilliant.
Well, yeah, but you know, this is. I think with this day and age, this sort of thing's coming to an end. You know,
absolutely.
You know, as cars become more mass-produced, less easy to modify, people are, you know, they're not modifying them, and I think a lot of it goes back to this homologation. You know, when you used to build 5,000 cars before you could race one.
Yeah,
that's not happening anymore.
It's not happening. No. Oh God, I see it all the time on the channel. I hate it. Homologation is gone, and it's destroying. Absolutely destroying.
You can't you can't go and buy the car that wins. No. What's the point? What's the point?
You know, you could go back and buy a Sierra Cosworth that ran.
If you watch this channel, then you know. I've got videos all about this. We've been Sierra Cosworths, Escort Cosworths, homologation going over. It's just destroyed it all.
RS, you know, the RS brand means nothing these days.
See, I was right. Oh, brilliant, man. It's just Yeah, absolutely fantastic find for you, and obviously for me as well.
Good.
Because I was obviously I seen your post on I think Club GTI, and then I seen Martin's on GasnGears because I follow Martin as well. And then to be able to, when I seen your for sale ad, I was like, it's not working fast enough. Buy it. I just, oh, it's brilliant. I can't wait to get this in. We're busy building the stroker engine. It's going to be big turbo for a Lupo track car, and this is just icing on the cake. So thanks very much for letting me buy it off you.
No problem.
Class.
Excellent.
And it means we can put even bigger turbo in?
Possibly, who knows. But the beauty is because the gears can take it now, you know, as well. So
As an aside, I spoke to Andre at Gemini.
oh right, yeah. I've even spoken to Andre, you know. I've even spoken to Andre because I was even thinking about buying, but they're very expensive.
They are very expensive, yeah. Yeah, so I spoke to Andre and just ran through the bits and said, oh yeah, we don't manufacture it as these days. He said we still have spares for them as well.
Yeah.
So he said there are spares being manufactured for them because they're still being used. There are people out there racing them and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
So worst case, you know, if there's a major fault, a strip third or something, you know, there's a chance that I might.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Well, thanks very much. I really do appreciate it.
No problem.
Class, nice and secure.
Best of luck with your project.
No, nice one. I really do appreciate it.
That's all right.
Cheers. I'll yeah, you can keep an eye on the channel and what have you. So be cool. You see if we
See the gearbox at work.
See
Yeah.
the gearbox at work. Yeah.
yeah. See if we destroy it. Right, champion. Cheers, mate.
All right. Cheers,
Right.
mate.
See you, man.
Thank
that
you.
one.
Oh, that's it. Box strapped in. Should we go home?
Yeah.
Let's go home. But before we go home, I think we'll get something to scran. What do you fancy, Spenny?
Chips.
Chips.
Lightly boiled potato fingers until they're golden crisp.
Boiled in oil, though.
Yeah, boiled, not
Not the healthy ones.
boiled potatoes. Boiled in oil, bro.
I spy with my little. No.
Shut up.
So 12 hours later, 600 mile, all driven by Spence. I have to say, he didn't want me to drive a bit, did you?
I enjoyed the boost.
No, he eventually got to drive his car. But all that, and we're back eventually, and we've got our Gemini VW Motorsport 6-speed box back on the bench. Quaiffe diff, the lot. I'll put some specs in the description there, just in case you're interested in the box, the ratios, all the rest of it. Freshly rebuilt by Martin at GasnGears for Steve. So thanks very much, Steve. I really do appreciate it. Thanks, Martin,
Top man,
for the.
Steve.
He is. I was a really nice bloke as well, wasn't he? I bet you can tell that from the video. We had a good laugh with him. And also thanks for Martin for the absolute work that we're going to get to enjoy. It's all just part of this build. So yeah, just another piece in the puzzle. What was the gearbox budget again?
Wasn't one.
There wasn't. In that case, that's the budget gone with that one. Time for a beer. It's been a long day, so thanks for watching. Really do appreciate it. Remember, hit subscribe to see this come together. And as always, see you on the next one.